So welcome to our Monday night, we call this our Rally the Week call. And we're gonna get right to it. So you should have, this is the Vision and Progress Tracker. This is what we use in this group here. The Team Builder Tracker. This is in your coach office. And I also have the link in our thread. And then your Rise Up book. Hopefully you could do up to page like 47 is where it actually fully starts, but we're going to go over that today. So I'm just going to lay out the call tonight and how it's going to work so y'all can be ready to write notes and get to work because we're kind of doing this all together. So for those of you who are new, every time we get on a call together, we go around like super quick, 30 seconds at the most, and just say one thing that you're grateful for that happened to you the past week, okay? So you just unmute yourself super quick, say one thing, and we'll go around. So I'll just go, and then we can just kind of like go around. So my one thing is probably the goals that we set as a family, me and Paige, how she is right along doing some of those with me. So I'm super grateful that she has a heart of giving and doing things bigger than herself, being a little child. So that is mine this past week.
And I'm gonna start as well. I'm grateful that I have 100% committed myself to this business starting like 2 weeks ago. So I'm happy with that. And also I'm gaining some bicep gains from this new bar program. So that's always good.
I'll go. I am grateful that after, 3 years, my third daughter is almost 3, that I just now hired someone to help me with her once a week, 4 hours a week, to just have focused time on this business because I feel like I've been a hot mess ever since she was born. So I'm really grateful that as much as it's hard for me as a mom, I'm gonna do it and just suck up and pay the money, even though I feel like I could save that money, but it's an investment in the future of where I want to go. So that was a really big step for me, and she is starting next week, so I'm really excited.
I'll go. I have 2 things real fast. The one is this is the biggest group of ladies I've had to commit to any launch that I've done since I've started coaching. So it's like super, super exciting to have so many ladies like jazzed for today. Like it was awesome. And then the second thing is a girl that I've been working with for like 2-3 years. She is constantly, she gets up in the middle of the night and eats, and she can't ever lose weight. She's like, Jenny, I work out so hard. And she like does like 3 workouts in a day sometimes. And I'm like, it's your nutrition. It's nutrition. We've been doing this for 3 years. She messaged me this morning and said, guess what I did last night? I woke up in the middle of the night, made myself a bowl of cereal, and I looked at the cereal and said, I don't need you, and went back to bed. And I was like, yes, breakthrough. So that was really
Oh, we can't, this group, you can't be shy. Requirement numero uno. You can't be like, I'm just going to wait until somebody else shows up and just says what they're grateful for. Because that is not happening in this group.
I'm trying to plug in my phone. Trying to plug in the phone so I can talk.
Get it, sister.
I'm just kidding. What I'm thankful for this week, just that I've been using my containers because they've been sitting on the counter for the last 2 weeks, and I started using them this week. So, and my water. Been doing my water.
That's a game changer right there. That's huge.
Because I don't do that.
Oh, trust me, you're going to love it. My thing that I'm grateful for this week is, well, it's kind of like this week and last week. It's Sharona. Sharona, holy shenanigan balls. She's doing it. She's entered herself into the Beachbody Challenge. That was week 1 that I was grateful for. Week 2, she bypassed and now she's in another round. They want to have her information. Like, this is a girl who's been part of my group for 4 years. 4 years. She never delayed her Shakeology. She never thought about quitting. She never thought about throwing in the towel. She's had horrendous bumps in the road. But her pivotal moment was Summit and going to Summit and feeling the experience. I'm just grateful that that is somebody right there, not only that I know is going to bleed blue for life, but is a partner with me in this, that's running to the stars. And that I love, because I know now from her and this experience, nothing is going to stop her in what she wants for her dreams. And I'm so grateful for that. I mean, like, if you could look at my Rise Up book, I've been writing Sharona, Sharona, because I'm watching you, and that is celebratory enough for me. Like, that's awesome.
Wow. I'll go. I guess I'll go after Stacy. I am finally able now to talk about like my childhood and my early teenage years. I've been holding it back, and nobody knows like the full detail of my story yet. And I'm now to a place where I can actually share it. And I'm very thankful for everyone that is involved in my life who got me to this point. So.
I'll go, but I don't know if anyone can see me because I can't see myself. Am I black? Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
We can still hear you, so that's okay. We can hear your heart.
It's just weird, like seeing a black spot on. Anyway, I'll get that figured out, but I am grateful to be in here with you guys because I, have been doing everything else, but being held accountable to the business is something that I definitely need to push myself forward for 2020. So I'll think of more things for next week that I'm grateful for, but definitely this week, that's where I am.
So my baby stopped crying for a little bit. I am grateful. I put in the chat, but that the stomach virus has officially left our house. Thank God. I don't know if people can't see me, so I don't know what's going on. And also that I'm finally working the business, I feel like, the right way. Like, things are just kind of clicking in the last couple of weeks. Like, I'm really just diving in and putting that together, and I'm really thankful for that because I get super confused sometimes.
Hillary, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, I was trying to see if there was anybody else that was going. Yeah, for this week, I am thankful for the tough love. I've kind of been dancing around with the coaching for a while, and I've finally just, am diving in. And I know every now and again I'm going to need that push, just because I'm such an introvert, and that's really what I'm working on. But outside of this, outside of our group and the coaching, I am thankful. My son his ineligibility for athletics was lifted today. He kind of caught himself in a bad situation with his grades. He kind of got a little lazy, and so I had to show him tough love and the techniques and the strategies that I've been learning through this group. I was able to implement at home and show him the tough love and show him and teach him positive strategies to help him along as well. And so he got the good news today that he is eligible for athletics now. So, we were pretty excited. So that's what I'm thankful for this week.
Awesome. I don't know if Crystal's going to jump on or not, but she can pop in anytime. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go, like I said, over the business tracker, the daily tracker, the Rise Up. We're going to do page 24 and 25 together. So have those pages ready. We'll do it, kind of quick because we're on a schedule. And Jenny's going to talk to us about a new kind of system that we've come up with that we want all of us to do together and try, about doing convos for a couple of weeks, and then we're going to change it to inviting for a couple of weeks. So when we get on our call at the end of February, we're going to switch it up, and that way we can look back and see how that worked out for us. Stacy's going to go over these trackers and the goals. She's going to do the goals with us on those 2 pages because she used this book last year And she said that was the huge driving force that put her to 1 star. I mean, obviously it was a team, but you know what I mean? It was the vehicle, the extra vehicle that got her to 1 star using this book. And then Danielle is going to talk and go over how important it is to be Emerald, and then just duplicate that, because that's all this business is about, is duplicating Emerald. If you look and think about it that way, it's not hard. You know what I mean? And that number that everyone put in there, what would be your life-changing number? She's going to talk to us about how to work that backwards and how to make that happen. So Jenny is going to take us and start us off.
I do have one quick question. Do you guys not like to use this anymore? The one that came from like corporate?
Yeah,
we like it, but we're gonna use this one as a team because we got this from Boss Babes, and it is so much more refreshing on the days where all of us are gonna go a little cray cray, being moms and parents and curveballs. That it's going to excite you to stay driven and not stay away from the business. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I heard this call on the National Wake Up. It was a while ago, and it just randomly somehow popped up in my like saved episodes. And a couple weeks ago, I was finishing up the current National Wake Up call, and it just all of a sudden started playing this podcast from several years ago. And so it was really, I forgot how good it was. And it was on this gentleman coach method on how he is always connected with people. Facebook, Instagram, didn't matter. And so what his goal is just to have conversations with people. He does not invite anyone for the first 2 weeks of getting to know them. He just spends time getting to know them, having authentic conversations about whatever it is that they end up having in common. And so after the call, I'll put the link to that National Wake Up Call, the podcast, in our chat. But what we want to challenge you guys to do between now and the end of the month, or if you really are gunning hard for a goal, I would say now and the end of the week. You could do this every single week. It was David Atkins, yes. So it is called 100 Conversations. And I just printed mine out because I'm just going to put names as I go. And it's literally just to start 100 conversations. I know that some of us get really intimidated when we see, I have to invite every single day. What does that mean? Like, I don't feel like my last message was like hey, join my flash sale. I haven't talked to you in 3 months. I'm going to invite you again. You don't have to feel that way. The goal between now and if you want to make it the end of the month, fine. I would challenge you to do between now and the end of the week, start 100 conversations with people just about, hey, how's your new year going so far? Like, did you guys have great holidays? Are you out of the craziness of the holidays? Very simple stuff. Or it could just be simply you, instead of going through Facebook and liking and loving people's posts, send them a message like, oh my goodness, I just saw your post of your kid doing this, or I just saw that you guys finished closing on the house. How is that going? Just start 100 authentic conversations. And you can either just kind of tick them off as you go. You don't necessarily have to track someone's name. I'm personally going to track names. That's just so I can make sure I'm going back and not like starting a conversation. And then I know for me, anyone else on Instagram, unless one of you ladies have a tip for this, messages like get buried in Instagram for me. Like it shows me I have like three, how about that? 3 messages on Instagram. And then and then as I continue to send conversations, even if I don't open those messages.
Jenny. Hey, Jenny, can you hear me?
I'm frozen, aren't I?
Yes. Okay, I can hear you now.
I don't know where I left off. I'm so over our internet. Mark was supposed to call today.
You were talking about the Instagram messages, how they get lost.
Oh, so anyways, I'm personally keeping track of names just so I can make sure that I go back and have a follow-up conversation with them. And the follow-up, again, is not, hey, I'm going to follow up to invite you. I'm not going to invite any of these people for 2 weeks. These are going to be my people that I want to join me in February. So if you haven't hit Success Club yet, you do need to be having very intentional conversations with people that you want to join you now, because goal is hit Success Club every single month. But this is going to set you up beautifully for February, March, and April, because you're going to start seeing your posts. You're going to be sharing your journey and stories. You're going to start watching those things more often. So 100 combos, go.
Okay. We're doing vision or the vision and progress tracker, you guys. Okay. So let's just take this out really quickly. Just please look at this because here's the deal. And this, I'm going to give a little bit of tough love in a really awesome way. Work this freaking piece of paper so you can build income and stop your crap. All right. Stop complaining about what you don't have and how you wish somebody had it and you could do da 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 da. Work this. That's my tough love because I'm telling you, what is it? 3 years into this business, trackers work. Containers work. Jenny, what was the thing we said last week? It's stupid easy. What was that the phrase? It's
Yeah, make it stupid easy.
It really
stupid
stuck
easy to
with
be
me. I was
successful.
like, good, because I've always been below grade level, so this is awesome. It's like I'm like a genius at this point, right? So like everything that you thought about yourself, you're like, I'm not good enough. You are. Okay, so with that being said, here's the best part. Follow it. This is right here telling you exactly what to post on your stories. Dear God, if you're not public yet, make your stuff public. And if you're not comfortable, make a new page. Make it public. Like, don't have the old mentality of I can't. It's how can I? Okay? So this tracker is awesome for that. And it's literally, I've gotten more engagement because of this beyond any other tracker. Success Club or the Beachbody one does not tell you to do polls and calls to actions. It doesn't say any of those things. People need to see your goofy side. Like, I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I was doing meal prep with my family, and John was washing the dishes. I don't know if anybody saw my stories from yesterday, and I said that it takes a village to meal prep. And I said, and some people in the village are not so happy about meal prepping, and John's washing the dishes, and he gives the finger to the camera. No kids are seeing it, right? But I was cracking up, and I said, I shouldn't post that. And I was like, but that's me. Like, this is my house, right? You get freedom to be who you are. If nothing else, stop being afraid. This is your not being afraid piece of paper. But here's a beautiful thing, and I'm going to make this very fast. What you see in bold, for example, like these boxes right here, this is your bare minimum. So let's just say, this is what Brittany Leggett says, okay? She goes, let's just say you have a day, right? The kids are acting up. Craps hit the fan, like you're just like, and your not normal auto response will be like, I'm not going to work today. Like, bucket, I'm done, right? No, my friend. I'm sorry, but your $5,000 a week dream, you just disrespected the crap out of it. You just dismissed yourself because you're tired. And I'm not saying sometimes you have to bug when you're tired, but do you hear what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, don't disrespect your dream. So this is when you have bare minimum days. Like, if you can't do, like, your goal was 15 invites, great. Get your butt up and do 5. Then you can still feel like you moved your business forward, okay? That's perfect. And try to do as many stories as you can. Don't try to make this happen all in one day. Build into this. But these little blocks are when you have bad days. You can flip-flop them around. You can do whatever you want. But just know if you're not having a day, do the minimum. Now, Brittany Leggett says this, bare minimum is going to get you bare minimum results, but it's better than nothing on those days, right? So that's okay. Celebrate the fact that you're doing it. It's better than ignoring it. And I'm telling you, you will get a lot of engagement. Also, too, don't try to do different stories. Whatever's on Instagram, do it on Facebook. Not everybody's watching you. You're not that special. As my therapist once told me, post it there. Be genius. Not everybody likes Instagram. Not everybody likes Facebook, but a lot of people like you. Okay? So please use this and build into it and write your goal. If you don't have that goal in front of you, you're never, ever going to do it. You're going to find the reasons why it's not going to work for you, and then you'll be right. Okay? So make it right to go for your goal. That's all I'm going to say about this. This is very self-explanatory. Bare minimum, bold. Flip-flop them, move them around, but you decide how that works for you in your day. That's it. All right, am I moving into page 20? We're doing, okay. All right, everybody, if you have your Rise Up book, open it up. And it does not matter, like literally get this book out. I'm telling you guys right now, page 24 and 25, we're gonna go over it. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
Now the
Me?
old one doesn't have page numbers, so.
Oh shoot, okay, sorry. All right, so this is clarifying your top 3 yearly goals. What page
Okay,
number
I
is
did
that?
this.
Sorry. Yep, there you go. We're gonna do page 24, and I'm gonna set a timer for 2 minutes, and you can finish this later. The point is, get the ball rolling, get it going. So let's read it really quickly together. Now let's break down that larger vision, and let's say you want a dream home or $5,000 a week income, into different areas of your life. Read back through your vision again and reference page 22. Now 22 is the vision that you write out, okay? So if you haven't done that, go back and do that. Hold on one second, Kiki.
I think yours is different than ours, Stace.
Is it?
Well, you've got the new one. A lot of us have last year's version. Is it
Right. Okay, well, hold on. I'll get my old book.
Is it where you're breaking down the goals into 3 months, 3, 6, 9?
Hold on here. Let me see let me break out my old book. Real quick.
Desiree, it's after that.
I was gonna say it's the same. It's just probably, is it after?
Yeah.
Oh, I
What
know.
page number is that?
Well, 24 and 25.
Hold on. So guys, you have your vision, okay? So let's talk about, it says your job, your finances, your home, your relationships, your body, free time, and community. Everybody sees that page, right? Yes? Yes? Okay, perfect. Okay, let's take 2 minutes. I'm gonna set a timer. Open your heart. Before you start writing, don't you dare write right now. Do not cap yourself off on what's going on right now with your current paycheck or your life drama for your mama. Don't. Remember when you were a child and you dreamed really big? You might have forgotten how to do it, okay? This is your chance to get reacquainted with that girl who could dream really big. Once upon a time, you wanted kids, you dreamt about them, you had them. Get that energy going. That's how I'm gonna try and kill my girl. Listen, we got time for my dreams. They can't be on the back burner no more. 2 minutes. Ready? Go. Okay. All right, so obviously that's 2 minutes, but you got the ball rolling. So please be celebrating that. So I would try to get this done before you go to bed tonight. Make it your assignment to get page 24 fully accomplished. Okay. So we're going to move over into page 25, which is across. Now, I don't know if you guys are all the same, but it says my top 3 yearly goals. Do you guys see that? And then there's that SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time sensitive. I want you guys to really pay attention to this. This is really important because she says here in this, the newer edition, it says, and I don't know if it's in the other one, I have to go back and look. A word of advice: make sure there is balance to your goals. That is, you guys, you cannot burn yourself out from your dream. You cannot, let me say it again, you cannot burn yourself out from your dream. You got to keep each week refueling yourself with belief and vision and why it's so damn important to you. So she said, I often have 2 big business goals, and that one surrounds my personal life. If you become too obsessed with your business, your relationship will suffer, and then vice versa. So it's really important. And what this book is going to give you guys, and we're going to take a minute just to kind of brainstorm a little bit here. But what's really important is if you use this book the way that it's intended, how many of you need time management like a mofo? Because that's what I needed. I needed time management like a mofo. All right. This book will build you in there. It'll build you into your purpose. I can promise you that this book is the North Star. I can 100% guarantee you on it. And now that we all have it, now it's the energy that's going to get us there because we all have the same tool. And that's freaking awesome. So let's take 2 minutes again and just you may not even want to write on this side. You may want to come over to the other page again and keep going for 2 more minutes. Okay. So let's just do 2 more minutes. You can do page 24 if you need a little more time, if you don't feel like you're ready to go to page 25. But I would make it a point that by the end of this week, these 2 pages are completed. And let's just make it a homework assignment that it is completed and we show a picture by Friday. How about that? Okay, that gives you a little time. It's Monday. You can kind of really think and really dream. So let's set a timer. You can either go back and finish 24 or you can get into page 25. All right, ready? Go. All right. So we're done with that. So just make it a point, you guys. And if you have questions throughout the week or whatever, put them in the thread. And then we're going to move a little more over into page like 26 and 27. I know a lot of us will probably need a little bit of guidance on this. And we can literally start with just like the first 3 months, move to 6 months and stuff like that. But we'll do that later. So just really concentrate and really be open to what you really want. And I also want to welcome you to taking these pages if you have a spouse or a significant other, and going on a date night or sitting down with the kids if you have children when they're in bed, and literally mapping out some of these goals with your spouse. This is a great way to connect with your significant other. So that's another thing that brought this book such joy for me, because it made me learn to speak up about things that I want with my spouse. And that's bettering my relationship. And that's freaking awesome. So remind you, don't be afraid, lean in. All right.
Okay, we have like 4 minutes. So when this kicks us off, we're just gonna all jump right back on, okay? Okay, Danielle, you're up.
That's what you meant. I'm like, what do you mean? All right, guys. So let's talk emeralds real quick. Feel like my brain's gonna be weird knowing this is gonna shut off. So I've been a coach for almost 7 years, which blows my mind. But the first thing that blew my mind was emeralds. I'm like, I'm gonna make it happen. So I did within a week. I'd signed Justin up, I signed my mom up, and I had that go-getter mentality that I'm just gonna make it happen, right? Now, I left their accounts there. So I saw it as a business investment. Like I was gonna spend a little money, but later on I was gonna make a lot of money, right? That does not mean that you have to go sign up 2 people and control those accounts and be worried that you're gonna invest that money and you're not gonna make the money back. No. The whole point is that you get it done. You invest that money into real estate, right? And you eventually are going to grow your real estate business later on. So I left those accounts there, and I can't tell you now, guys. I mean, I started really working them a year into being a coach, and just by sitting there, those accounts grew volume. And it grew coaches under, and it just grew customers under from my downline. And so, I don't know, even a year ago, I mean, they both still to this day are sitting on like 50,000 plus just from putting that real estate into my coach business. So if I could give you the best advice, this business is based off emeralds. Just like Desiree said, I was going to say that, duplicating it over and over and over. Don't look at diamond as the ultimate goal. It's the emerald, the emerald, the emerald, the emerald, the emerald to get you to the diamond, right? And so all I did was duplicate emeralds over and over. And we will recognize that. Something I started doing with my coaches is two-time emeralds. Like you get to emeralds, right? And then you sign 2 more coaches and you're a 2-time emerald, right? And that's exciting. And then a 3-time emerald, and then a 4-time emerald. So there's so many benefits to emerald. The biggest for me was cycle bonuses, right? That's another stream of income. The more streams of income, the more money you could make in this business, just like multimillionaires, right? They have the most streams of income, right? Retail commission, you get to open your business to quarterly bonuses later on, matching bonuses. When you develop a leader and they become an Emeralds coach and then they get a cycle bonus, you get 10% of their cycle bonuses. So like started to add up really fast, right? The cycle bonuses, the commission, the percentage from my leaders, cycle bonuses. So it started to really add up big time. So after about a year, I got my husband to diamond. So that's how I went 1 star. I controlled that account and just literally duplicated emeralds over and over. But it took time. I knew that this was going to be a journey. I mean, yes, I wanted to get there overnight, like a quick success with weight loss and the business, right? But it really was a journey. I saw it. And even 7 years in, guys, I still have tons of goals that I want to achieve and things that I want to do, but I know that this is where I am right now. This is a space in between of where I started and where I want to be. I'm right here, and we got to embrace that space, right? We all are in the space that God has us in for a reason. So I'm embracing it, but I have in the back of my head, emerald. This week, I want to help create emeralds. I want to sign a coach over here and somewhere over here. And in that in my head is I am emerald. You know, I am emerald again. So I'm on the same playing field as you guys, and I'm just doing it all over again. And so that's always the mindset that I have had. But there's so many benefits to emerald. It is seriously just the gateway to this business to open you to bigger things. So just think about that. If you have not gone to emerald, that should be your first goal. If you've done it already, you should be, who is my next 2 coaches to get me there again, right? more streams of income, the more you're going to rise and the faster you're going to rise in this business. Okay. So duplicate it over and over and over and over. One thing that I asked you guys to real quick, bring that one life-changing number. For me, it was $500 a week. I was doing hair, I was hustling. I remember I had 2 babies in diapers and I wasn't making much because I cut down hours because I had 2 babies in diapers and we were struggling financially. And I just said, I want $500 to cover diapers, to cover food, to just